Two of the best tag teams in the world today collide. The Road Warriors and the Steiners. Scott Steiner going to start this thing off for the Steiners. Who is going to get this thing started for the Road Warriors? Will it be Hawk or Animal? And Hawk is going to start this thing off with Scott Steiner. This thing is sure to be a heavy hitter. Both teams are world-traveled, highly accomplished tag teams that are not afraid to hold back a single punch. And with both teams, very skilled. And when it comes to the Road Warriors, they love a good fight. The Steiners, very technically sound, a really impeccable amateur background in wrestling, and as I mentioned, that body slam on display, just powering through Hawk. Look at those muscles of Scott Steiner, just the way he slammed Hawk into the mat, and then just getting into the face of Animal. And effortlessly picking up Hawk, bring him into the corner. Hawk is no small guy whatsoever. And a bunch of headbutts from Hawk. Hawk from the middle turnbuckle heads up to the top. And a clothesline bursting through Scott Steiner. And a big boot stops Steiner in his tracks. Coming up at Uncensored, the Road Warriors have their hands full with a massive street fight. And who better to get warmed up and have an opportunity to stay at the top of the top level than the Steiners, who have been tag team champions before, who know what it's like to be at the top, who are highly competitive and are sure to bring the fight against the Road Warriors here tonight. However, on the opposite end of the spectrum, how wise is it to go against such a highly skilled, highly accomplished, highly aggressive tag team, knowing that not too far in the near future is going to be a chaotic street fight. And now Hawk making the tag to Animal. And this thing should get interesting. You got Animal. You got Rick Steiner. Pop up and a power slam through. Animal takes down Rick Steiner and follows it up with a drop kick that knocks Steiner down off his feet, keeping the pressure on Steiner. And a elbow drop in the ring. What a clothesline. It took two, but Animal goes down. And a German suplex manages to pull the power to send Animal across the ring. Dangerous territory, belly to belly suplex off the middle turnbuckle. And now the tag is made to Scott Steiner, doing the best that they can to keep the freshman in the match. That's what creates a great tag team, is chemistry. And what better chemistry is to have blood on your side, to team with your own brother. And Hawk arguing with the referee for that split second. And now it's Scott who drives Animal in the corner, now trying to tie up Scott in the ropes, or tie up Animal in the ropes, should I say, is Scott Steiner. The way he was torquing on the head while the legs were trapped goes after the back too, because the spine is arching back past its limits. However, using the ropes is now the legal man in this match for the Steiners is Rick Steiner, going to work in the corner. The crowd trying to rally behind the Road Warriors. And a pompous boot to the face. Tags made to Scott. Arching on the back. Just stretching through. As Animal is just wincing. His eyes are wincing in pain, but Hawk is there to break up the submission. Hawk does not care. He did what was necessary. What he felt was necessary, that is. Tag made Scott tagging in his brother Rick, making sure that Animal stays isolated away from his tag team partner, Hawk. Rick Steiner doing what he can, keeping Animal isolated. Boot to the back of the head. And again, constant tagging. That's what you see from a highly effective tag team. Drop kick, and down goes Animal. And that meaty arm of Rick Steiner just wrapping around the face of Animal. And again, Scott back in the match. Animal has to be running on fumes at this point. And a double clothesline. Both men go down. This could be the much needed opportunity that Animal was looking for. Can he get there? Trying to use the ropes to pull himself forward. Can he make it? Much needed. So close. And it gets there. And in comes Hawk. And Hawk putting to work on the Steiners. And Scott gets sent flying over the top. And just flying through Rick Steiner. Power slam by Hawk. Great teamwork. A splash of explosion by Animal. Looking for Doomsday. And there it is. The Doomsday device. Will it be enough to put this one away? But Scott Steiner was right there to break this cover up. Break it up. Now it's Scott Steiner and Animal on the outside on the floor. And inside the ring, it is Rick and Hawk. Animal in deep trouble as Rick Steiner gets a German suplex on Rick Steiner. Now what is this? Perhaps a taste of his own medicine. Turn around. And a backdrop suplex able to counter is Hawk on Rick. And Scott off the top with a double axe handle laying out Hawk. And a missile clothesline from Animal rails through Scott Steiner. Bodies everywhere in the ring. All four men looking worse for wear. Rick Steiner, the first one, back up to his feet. The Road Warriors and the Steiners are both barely standing, but ready to call their shot. Frankensteiner! That's got to be it. But Hawk breaks the cover. Again, Hawk is there to be the hero that his partner desperately needed. Animal getting sent outside of the ring, but with both Steiners rocked and ready to go. And a doomsday clothesline. The referee didn't see it. That spiked shoulder pad just clocking Rick Steiner, and the ref didn't see any of it. By any means necessary. Survival of the fittest. And the Road Warriors are ready for a street fight. You better hope Sting and his tag team partner, whoever that may be, is gonna be ready too.